Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with some PU suspect test laddering. Houndoom is being suspect tested. Now, this team I got from this guy right here. This is also the same dude who made that Galaisapod team very many months ago. And I don't know why I said it like that, but a long time ago. And I ended up like using it in a tournament recently. I like his teams. They're really fun. But yeah, Houndoom is being suspect tested. I don't have an opinion on that yet. I don't play enough PU to have an opinion. Hopefully laddering it will help me have an opinion. But we're using the Asplot Power Herb with Solar Beam. It means we don't have to use a Z move to KO Lantern. We have defensive Girder with Spadef Lantern, Volt Switch, Stealth Rocking, a little Insane Slash, Calm Mind, Oricorio. I'm assuming this is one of our checks, and this is another one of our checks. And then Scarf Mesprit, which is just, I know that set is always used. But yeah, let's just get into it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Houndoom. Obviously, I'm going to form an opinion as I keep playing. Hitmonchan. This dude hates U-turn. Wow, like, U-turn, U-turn, Psychic, 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 Psychic. Nice, nice. Okay, so in this build, I don't know how much Houndoom's going to honestly do. It does come in on Gourgeist pretty freely, and he doesn't have a fire resist, but Hitmonchan more than likely Assault Vest. This could be Assault Vest too. Obviously, this I actually don't mind too much about unless it's like Nasty Plot Power Gem, and Dodrio being faster is cool. Dodrio is actually a little bit of a problem. I'm going to have to rely on Scarf Mesprit to check that, which I think is no big deal because it definitely will be able to check that. As far as leads go, I don't think my Lantern is slower than Electros at all. I'm pretty sure Electros is way slower. So I was thinking about like going Mesprit and going Lantern and then Volt switching out on that type of lead and going from there. But I still don't think anything's wrong with Mesprit, especially because I want to have a feel for my opponent's team. If my opponent's Scarf, right? If they're like Scarf Parting Shot, I'd rather not take like a foul play or anything. I'd rather get some chip on this thing, or a fake out even at that. I'd rather just get some chip and probably force a Rapid Spin from Hitmonchan, because Hitmonchan is not something I want to switch into. Like, I don't want to switch into Oricorio on an Ice Punch, right? I don't want to switch into Mesprit on a random Throat Chop or anything like that. So I'd rather force the Rapid Spin so I get a free switch. And that gives me my Girder, which honestly just deals really well with his team. So that's like the reason why I went for Rockster, as I ended up going for Fire Punch. I mean, Drain Punch. I guess Fire Punch hit Oricorio for neutral. That's about it, though. We're just going to Drain Punch here as he goes Gourgeist. I wasn't worried about Gourgeist, and if I could get damage off on Hitmonchan, that'd be great. I obviously have Guts, so I'm not sure what you want to do to me, buddy. But you're going to catch this Toxic. Unless you're like sub. As he goes for Leech Seed and misses, unfortunately for him. And I hit. Oof. What a great turn. So I'm going to knock off first because I want to force the Synthesis from my opponent. Ideally, that's when... maybe I'm not forcing Synthesis because that did no type of damage. But the ideal situation is me being able to get in my Houndoom now and kind of just clicking Fire Blast. As I'm so sorry, dude. I truly am sorry. I truly am. I'm going to click Fire Blast though because you have no switch-ins. Like, you go... Okay. That's deserved. I mean, he still doesn't have a switch into this Pokemon regardless. I don't think he's going to go Hitmonchan at all. I'm just going to click Dark Pulse. I could have bluffed the Choice Scarf, but it's fine. So now when I go for a fighting move with my Girder, besides a Alolan Raichu, it's unresisted. And that should be fair. Oricorio can pivot in on this thing. I'm pretty sure Girder does not care at all about even Drain Punch. Yeah, I know you're a big Girder. We're just gonna Drain Punch here. I would go for knockoff, but if he goes for double Drain Punch, some rolls could be enough. Dude, you trying to burn me? Like, you know I got guts, right? I'm just gonna Drain Punch again. I don't care if he goes Raichu. Is he not Rapid Spin on this set? Yo, Girder just looks unfair. How am I fighting while holding this beam? That's just this mod always... I thought this mod went so hard. This, Timber, you got all of them. Alright, so I'm okay with this. I can always Healing Wish this Girder as well later. This is nice because now Dark Pulse is... Or I guess Fire Blast is still better because of Persian. But Raichu comes out. I don't think Lantern cares, even if he goes for Psychic. If he specs, I can pivot into Houndoom or Sand Slash. Obviously, keeping up rocks is really nice too, as he goes for that. And luckily you're not other Raichu, so I can go for Volt Switch on you. If you end up going for like Nasty Plot or something, I'm fine. Ends up going out into Persian. I think Sand Slash makes the most sense here. I'll tank a Foul Play, and Icicle Crash is unresisted by his team. I was thinking about going for Iron Head, but it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter if he parting shots out to anything. We already know he's not Choice Scarf because he mixed up his first few moves a couple turns, so. Nice damage. Hey, that's some good damage. Hold up. Hey, you better. Oh, I'm not the fire set. I'm a nerf. Whatever, man. I thought I was gonna get a boost over here. I want to click this solar. If I play him later, why would I want to click that? We're just gonna Fire Blast here. Does more than Dark Pulse, though damage is damage, so maybe I should have went for Dark Pulse. Either way, look at Ice Beam now and look at his team. Entire team weakened. I guess he could Z Parting Shot though into. No, he can't. I'm not gonna let that boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him Z Parting Shot at all. Assuming this does 32%, I'm probably gonna have to let him Z Parting Shot. Yeah, he's probably gonna be able to Z Parting Shot. Huh. Let me just Drain Punch. Z gives me guts, nice. I was saying because if he Z Parting Shot it into Electros, I get more HP by going for Drain Punch. Because it's still going through that turn as opposed to Mach Punch probably not knocking him out. Though now I'm not sure. Now I might have actually knocked him out. But we'll just Mach Punch twice. This is Guts boosted, 423 attack. Hold up, I'll be right back, guys. My bad, had to answer the door, but he ended up going for Facade, which did 17, and he has a Shell Bell, so. Oh, my boy Blender playing on the side. I kind of want to narrate that too. Maybe I will narrate that. Is he bringing 5 Mons? I don't think he's bringing 5 Mons. Either way, at this point, I believe I can just go out to Mesprit. I U-turn on whatever he brings. If he brings out Raichu, I U-turn on that. I don't care at all about this thing either. U-turn gonna do a ton as well. Lovely damage. And let me just go Lantern and Volt Switch from there because he literally cannot beat me, I think, at this point. Oof, my boy Blender is playing for SPL. Kind of want to watch it too. He keeps going for Thunderbolt. Alright, so we get the first win, which is pretty nice. Should I? That's fine. Anyway, look for another game. I'm gonna pause it, guys, until we find. Be right back. I feel like this is like the bane of everything. That for me, I just do not like fighting Rain in lower tiers, whether it be NU or PU. I think Girder is going to be fantastic here. It's gonna check that unless it's Z Liquidation. Houndoom actually sounds pretty clean too. If I get up some rocks though, I'm going to lead off with my rocker. I want rocks, break sturdy and stuff. I have Solar Beam as well, so that should be okay. I guess he could taunt me too if he wants to. I'll just go for knockoff. That's fair. Maybe to encore me after. I'll just go for Iron Head here. He could copycat if he wanted to and actually get up rocks. Okay, or you can just click that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyway. I'm gonna get in my Houndoom now. I think I'm like good versus you because I will Fire Blast here, and he can't encore me into that because I'm a Dark type. So I'm just gonna go for the Dark Pulse now, knock him out. If he tries to set up a Shell Smash in my face with Caracosta or Kabutops, I wasn't even thinking about this mon too much. I'll be real, but. That's fine. Girder takes a hit easily. I'll sack Sand Slash. I don't think I'm going to be able to spin on any of his members. As he goes for knock. I mean, I guess I can go for spin now. Like, I waste Rain turn. I'll try to go for spin. If he goes for Jet. We get to bring out Girder now. Drain Punch is free. He can go out to his Hydration. Swanna. Oricorio is fantastic in this with a Z move, especially like with everything gone. Like, once Rain ends. I don't mind you doing that either. I feel like that's actually, like, that's a smart play because it weakens me for Caracosta, but I don't know, because I feel like Caracosta is not going to be able to set up, at least not like undamaged by anything. Like I literally get to go out into, I don't know why you went this. Are you gonna defog on me? What's the point? Oh, it gets Rain Dance too. That's cool. I'd rather try and get rid of this thing too. Obviously, a little bit of chip damage is going to be annoying, but especially Sucker Punch in the Aftermath. But I'm wasting Rain turns, which is really crucial, I feel. And I also feel like I'm gonna beat him with this Mesprit. I think Mesprit is just gonna win. Ludicolo, obviously a giant threat. Hydro Pump into Giga Drain might be able to devour me. Am I underestimating this? He has only one more rain user. Like, obviously this could be a rain user too. Too bad Shell Smash isn't considered a dance. It should be. I bet you in some cultures it is. Let's see if this is a choke. Oh, he Giga Drain right away. It was a throw. Oh, he's not, okay. He's not Life Orb, so I know Mesprit can live a hit unless it is Z. And if it is Z, then I probably just drop. Is Hydro Vortex about to come out? I know I love a Hydro Pump. Hydro Vortex. Crap. I might have thrown, boys. Maybe. I think Oricorio still wins. Does it? I mean, I can hope he goes for Giga Drain here too. Oh, he did not go for Giga Drain. There was no hope involved there. He actually should go Swanna instead of staying in here, because then he's giving my Oricorio, like, you know, like a chance, right? This thing sucks. Oh my god, 233. I'm just gonna go for. I'm assuming I'm bulky enough to take hits. Yeah, I think I needed to go for Combine. I'm pretty sure I lost to that Caracosta. Assuming he has Rain Dance here. Yeah, because that Caracosta about to eat every hit up. Ooh, that did nothing. Hey, big Oricorio in the back. I need another Combine because that thing got solid rock, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ooh, nice miss. Would be a full too. But it also has Swift Swim, so I don't. What? Why did it come out so late? Well, if he Swift Swim over Solid Rock, I probably lost. Or actually, I might have lost anyway because he's gonna bring out his Swanna, and then this thing's gonna outspeed me after. I'm not. There's no way I'm faster than him. This doesn't knock me out though, not ever. He should set up the rain. Nope, he threw. Unless Aqua Jet knocks me out, which I don't know. If it's Life Orb, maybe. If it's Life Orb, probably. But I have a lot of investment on this thing. Yeah, max. What if I don't even knock him out? Hey, big Oricorio. Wait, no, I don't know. I could die to poison here and you didn't do it. I did it. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Hey, good game, dude. No? Okay. That was fun. That was a really fun, game, in my opinion. Anyway, what the hell? What happened to Insults Mons? Ooh, this looks like this is a good mon. I know this is, bro. What? This is gonna be a game. I was excited. I want to Solar Beam something with Houndoom though. I'm gonna pause until I find a. Oh, I lied. Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Solar Beam. This is Armando. I don't know what you're gonna die to. You ain't dying to nothing. Okay. So I like Mesprit typically as a lead because even if they lead like something like Pyramid, I can always pivot into Sand Slash and get some damage off on it, just to get a little bit of chip, because I think that might help me out a little bit with switching into Girder, because his Girder switch-ins are pretty limited. Besides this thing, which I can deal with knockoff, and the horse, which I have not a lot for, admittedly. But Sand Slash makes a lot of sense here. Assuming this is Scarf and not Rocks. Oh, okay, just Thunder Waves. That's cool. That's cool too. I kind of wish I had knockoff on this thing. I don't mind him getting up rocks because I can rabbit spin them. And honestly, he doesn't have a good ice resist, so maybe I should just go for Icicle Crash. That did so much. Where are my stats to help me resist things? I'm gonna rabbit spin here actually, because I can get him my Houndoom while he gets up rocks. Save this as a switch into. Well, let's assume I break through, right? Nice. So I can save this as a switch into the. Unless it's Scarf Absol, but I can save it as a switch into the Primate. Yeah. So I am in. Don't want to get Thunder Waved here. I don't think at 56% you'll live a Dark Pulse. Nice. I mean, if you did, now you don't. So now he doesn't have a fighting resist. Obviously, the dude still has a Mudsdale and an Armaldo. This is probably going to rapid spin me. We'll bring out Girder because Toxic is also relatively free. Even if he goes for knockoff, I don't really mind losing. Like I'm pretty sure I'll take every hit even without my Violite. And I want a Toxic on potentially the horse coming in. I don't know what type of horse it is. No, I'll just knock off here. It's fine. Getting rid of your leftovers might be worth it too. And I don't know what type of Evire it is. I don't know what people run in here, but yeah, this is what I expected to come in. Horse. Is it Choice Band? It was Lumberry. Oh, so my Toxic wouldn't have mattered anyway. That's fair. I'm going Mesper because I'll take everything outside of. I guess you could go for Heavy Slam. I'm gonna Solar Beam it. Let me not risk my Mesper and let me actually go Sand Slash and forgo Rocks and Rapid Spin and everything. Yeah, because I think this Power of Solar Beam better knock you out. This Power of Solar Beam better do 72. Even if it doesn't do 72%, it's really good. Just nothing. Yo, that did nothing. That actually did nothing. Well, this boy max speed. There's no way, bro. Solar Beam did 62%. There's absolutely no way. Yeah, just take that stamina to the ground, bro. Get out of here. All right, so Absol is still checked by Girder. Electivire is checked by Scarfer and Girder. Probably checked by Girder has a common theme here. It's going to win. Guess Earthquake. I want to keep Oricorio just because. Is Oricorio even good? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe it's better just to sack because like it's a close combat resist, but so is what is this? Yeah, and I could just throw off a Z. I don't think this is killing. This is 230. This special attack stat is pretty pathetic, I'm gonna be honest. But maybe he'll go Electivire and allow me to weaken it, or he'll stay in with Ramaldo, and I'll weaken this thing too. Nice. Go ahead and give me that. So if he goes Absol, I just go for the Revelation Dance, get a little bit of damage off. Ice Punch, I guess. I don't really care. Yeah, I mean, I get to bring out this thing and click Drain Punch. So this is why I sacked that Pokemon. I don't know if Electivire runs Earthquake. It probably should, considering Lantern is in this tier. That did so little. I'm going to pivot into Lantern and figure out if it's like Bandit or something like that as he goes for Psychic. I don't know what that means. But I'm going to Scald now. Because he doesn't switch into Scald. Surprised that Primate came in, unless this thing is also running Earthquake. Because I can sack something, or not even a sack, I guess, and bring out Girder and click Mach Punch. Could have also went Mesper there, I suppose, as an extra sack, but Mach Punch picks up a KO. Electivire, even Thunderbolt won't be able to knock out anything. Goes Evire on the Mach Punch. Not sure if that was the play, because I don't think there's any attack that Absol can go for that will knock out my Girder. I also don't think there's any reason to not go for Mach Punch again. I feel like this endgame by my opponent was not thought out too much. Like, it takes it. What, Psycho Cut? Yeah, that was a crit Psycho Cut, guys. 47%. At this point, as long as I kept Mesper in the back, double crit, I guess you have super luck, but as long as I kept Mesper in the back, I wouldn't lose to Primate either. So, pause it, guys, until we find another game. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we have another one, and I like my opponent's name, Lottie Draco. I can respect that. Now, I'm assuming, just looking at the team, it's Spike, Suicide, Lead, Quillfish, with, like, Rocks, Golurk, and then just Quiver Dance, Nasty Plot, Swords Dance, Swords Dance. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong, though. You're pretty decent in this. Good speed tier. Kind of weak though. Prior to, I think you need a Z move. I'll be real. I do value Rocks a lot, especially for these. And I'm assuming that thing runs HP Fire, so I'm gonna go with the Rocks route. As he goes Golurk. This is more than likely a speed tie. Doesn't matter. I do value Rocks way too much. I need to because Ice Beam is really good in this game, and so is Psychic. So with giving her rocks, he has like limited switches to that. That was like my thought process behind that. Anyway, I think I go Oricorio now, and I drop a Z. I shouldn't die to Ice Punch because I am max HP, and I do have this thing to dance alongside Lilligant if need be. I shouldn't die. Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah, let me go and risk this too. This is actually a poor play. He could Earthquake too on my Roost, and he could Shadow Punch as well. Maybe I shouldn't risk this period. Because I'm assuming, I know I'm down like almost 2 Pokemon, but I did value, even if he defogs, I did value North. So let me land this Hurricane. That's fine. And he actually goes out to the Pokemon that I want to hit, because now this means that maybe my my Ice Beam is good here too. Ooh, nice Psyshock. I'll always Volt Switch. I don't think Lantern is that good in this game anyway. And if I need it for Qwilfish, that'll be fine. As he goes Silvally Dragon. Okay. If he does defog, then I nasty plot up and get up my rock. Actually, Dark Pulse is better. I'm not trying to flinch him, but if he does Parting Shot, I'd rather get off damage. Again, this is what I was talking about. Like, Ice Beam is really good late game. Like, super good in the late game. He doesn't have a Dark Pulse resist anyway, if I'm Scarf, so... Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Ice Beam, just gotta weaken Qwilfish. I knew Ice Beam would be my way. I have enough damage on Raichu as well, which is cool. So, yeah, I might have sacked a few Pokemon, but it's alright. He may end up going Lilligant too, trying to set up on me. Or, I guess the Brave Birdmon could come out too. But yeah, he doesn't switch into Dark Pulse. Gives me Golurk, nice. There's nothing to stop my pivoting with Volt Switch. Raichu comes out. Focus Blast and or... Bro, you don't know if I'm Scarf or not, though. I can't let Mesprit get hit because I need it for Dodrio. Either way, he either Thunderbolt or Focus Blast here as he goes Lilligant. I'm a Toxic. Might Sleep Powder. Just quivered immediately, damn. That is not very good on me. I still think Toxic was my play, especially because I can bring out Houndoom now, but I didn't think he'd quiver immediately. No, not a Spadef drop. No, 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 no. That's fine. I don't know if this thing is Z, but I'd rather let it waste its Z. And Lantern, while it's expendable, it also eats a Brave Bird, so maybe it's not the most expendable member. Let's see if he Z moves me here. I go for Dark Pulse for damage to put him in range of Drain Punch. I mean, Mach Punch, excuse me. I guess he could be Z Hyper Beam, Breakneck Blitz or something. As he was. If it's Scarf Dodrio, do I lose? Psychic is still also good, but not as good. I mean, I could go Mesprit and just U-turn, but then he brings out Dodrio. No, because if I go Mesprit and U-turn, I bring out Lantern. No, I don't. If I go Mesprit and U-turn, yeah, I do bring out Lantern actually. Okay, because I need the leftovers recovery so I can bring it on Dodrio as well. He can Psyshock with his Raichu. I might lose to Brave Bird. I'm pretty sure Girder's gonna eat. That's what I'm going. I'm banking off Girder eating that. I'm banking off Girder eating that. That Quiver Dance immediately threw me off. Oh, I got Draco'd by Silvally. That's so cool. Anyway, we just Psychic here. I'll pick you off. That doesn't allow Qwilfish in. Doesn't allow Raichu. Well, it does allow Raichu in, but it doesn't... Like, it forces Raichu to attack me. I guess Dodrio might run Pursuit too, assuming it gets it. I feel like it does. It has 3 heads. It could definitely pursue me. Like, it could follow me around a corner. I don't know. Psyshock. Better play. Nice. Get a Mesprit here. Dodrio. Can I Psychic win? I'm eating this Brave Bird. You Z it already. I'm eating this Brave Bird up. Yeah, I'm Big Girder. I was about to say, I'm eating this Brave Bird up. Okay, so if I'm my opponent, right, and that was Scarf Braver, right, you don't let me Mach Punch you. I think you go Quillfish here. Because you want to keep as many sacks as possible. I said it, but I didn't like do anything about it. Because if I get that hit off on Raichu, I think I win with Psychic. Maybe I can still win though. I'm assuming Mesper eats this hit. And it did not. Okay. Man, I called it, but I didn't act on it. Because I didn't know enough about my opponent. That's fine. Maybe I can still Mach Punch crit. I'm not bulk up in any way, shape, or form, so I didn't have a way. Man, I had that game. Well, I don't know how much. It actually depends on how much Mesper does to Raichu with Psychic. Because if Mesper does, it's modest. So I'm assuming it does a good chunk. Mespert. Raichu. Did it do 31%? It did. Oh, it did. Oh, but he wasn't in range of 31%. Yeah, he would have to go Raichu, and he would have to probably double again into Quillfish after. I mean, maybe a Mach Punch Super Crit can win me the game, because I think I'll add damage to Quillfish. Unless he gets defense drops. Mach Punch Super Crit. Why do I say Super Crit like that's a thing? Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have bulk up. If I did, I would go for it right now and I would win. Okay, let's go for another Drain Punch. Keep critting. Maybe crit now. Crit now would be actually really nice. I got the crit right now. All right, boys. Let's crit the. Do I kill Raichu with a crit too? No, not in any world do I kill Raichu with a crit. That's all out pummeling. I kill Raichu with all out pummeling Mach Punch. Yeah, GG. That was a good one. That was a really good one. I think even if I made the call, I think I still lost on another double. At least I made it come down to a 50-50 though if I made the call. So yeah. So like if I were him, then that's what I would have gone for. Did I not get up rocks in the game? I don't remember what he had for rocks. Oh, he defogged. Okay. Prepare for Sobble. I like that name. Okay, we're learning as we're playing. You are so good in this game. Rabbit Spinner is the same as mine. I don't switch into horse very well. You're also really good in this game too. So the way I want to do it is weaken his Mesper, use my Rocky Helmet to hopefully chip Kangaskhan, and go from there. I don't mind him being Scarf. I think he is Scarf actually. Like I think he's gonna be Scarf Mesper too, because he has otherwise no speed control on this team unless he relies on Spikes plus Kanga. If it is Scarf, I want to get some chip with the Rocky Helmet, and he U-turns too. Yep, nice. So I'm pretty sure that's Scarf. Awesome. So the only bad thing is this team doesn't really have a switch into Mudsdale. Jellicent came out, which I thought was a little bit odd because I always go Lantern. Or aren't they specs down here? I want to Volt Switch because I can at least pivot into Girder and get my guts, right? And I don't want him going Roselia, excuse me, I almost called it Rosary. I don't want him going Roselia on a Toxic. I also think Mudsdale doesn't make any sense if he goes out to that. Toxic is safe though, right? But he made the safe. He made the non-safer play. If I bring this thing in, I'm not killing you. I'm gonna go the rocks route. Yeah, I'm gonna go the rocks route. I don't mind if you sleep powder this. I don't know if they run HP Fire. I'm assuming Grass Move and Poison Move are both relatively common because Poison Move would hit Lilligant. Maybe Spikes and Synthesis after. All right, so we're getting these turns correct, which is really good. Is there a pivot I can make that's different than Oricorio? No, Lantern is still the best play. I'm a Toxic here too. Nice. Not only am I shown to be slower, you could have aromatherapy on that thing, but I get a nice little Volt Switch off too. I kind of want to Scald. This Beast might go Mudsdale. I'm a Scald here. I don't want to Volt Switch and have him go Mudsdale. I feel like I won't even 2-hit KO Mudsdale. Look at my pathetic special attack investment. Actually, do I need to make that play? Not really. I have a bunch of Pokemon left. It's only turn 7. Maybe later. I can't wait. I had a week off from SBL because we already clinched playoffs like 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I don't know. Feels good. I actually do want to play. I'm gonna be real. I do want to play. I think Houndoom makes the most sense because you might go out into Sand Slash or you. No, I mean that made a lot of sense too. Real talk, that play made a lot of sense as well. It's fine. Mesper comes out. Ice Beam does a lot to Houndoom. I mean, excuse me, to Mudsdale. I know that thing can win too. I know that thing can win. Toxic? Toxic. Yeah, that's fine. I'm a Toxic too. My Girder's stronger, obviously, now, but would you want something to get knocked off? I think I'll eat up this Earthquake, yeah. I'd rather Toxic. He could be Rest as a last move with Aromatherapy on Roselia, or he could be Roar. And Roar makes a lot of sense, too. We're going to go Mesper here because I can Healing Wish my Girder if Kangaskhan becomes a problem in the end game. Would you double Earthquake? Why are you sacking this? Go for Toxic. If I spin here, then you don't keep your rocks up and you knock me out. And I don't have a Kangaskhan pivot. I mean, I do have a pivot. It's still Girder. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because you are a problem, sir. Yeah, because now I bring this boy in. I'm using my Solar Beam on that Jellicent. Never mind. I'm dying. I didn't want to use my Solar Beam because I know that's Cobra Berry Jellicent. That's such a good turn, man. That thing 6-0'd you. Pokemon sucks. Whatever. But that thing legitimately picked up every single kill, I think, at that point. Mesper was Scarf, so it was dying. This didn't get the Rapid Spin on me, which it does now. I can still go off the Oricorio win. But in order to do that, I need to weaken you. So I'm going to Psychic you. You're probably going to go for knockoff now. Toxic, that's fair. I'm just going to throw off Scalds. Actually, Volt Switch. If he goes Roselia, I get in my... Because this thing is a bigger problem, right? Like, this is where... If Houndoom hit that Fire Blast, I don't think Mudsdale I don't think it died to Dark Pulse. If it did, then I regret not going for it, but... That's if it's only max HP. Adamant. People run this? Look at this EV spread distribution. I do not like that. It's like me first joining the game. 128, 128 getting even. That's fine. The point of this is to weaken this, right? I don't mind taking Earthquakes if it means I'm weakening this thing. I'm actually going to go for Scald here too. Good burn, good burn. Get a spike when half my team levitates. Yeah, you ain't gonna sleep powder me either. I hope that crit matter. Oh man, that Kangaskhan is gonna be an issue. That did nothing. This is Z double edge. I need to hit it. I need to hit it. Because another mon that just wins is probably my Girder on its own. It can Mach Punch you. It'll knock off you. Hit it. Get it. Even if you go Sand Slash, man. Like, look at my Houndoom and look at his team. Why did you not hit? We take those. U-turn does 9%. I guess he could also Healing Wish, which is the issue as well. Well, probably will. But then I'll Healing Wish back up my Girder and I'll be good, so whatever. That's fine. Let Kangaskhan come out. I'm a Healing Wish back on my girder and do the exact same thing to you. Actually, I have no reason to not Volt Switch, because if he switches, I get some momentum out of it. I don't like non-bulk up girder. I like Toxic, but I don't know how I feel. Like, I really wish I had bulk up. Yeah, I really wish I had bulk up a few times. Toxic is nice though. Like getting that Toxic off on Jellison is nice. I mean, but Lantern did it, so I don't know. Unless these things power up punch. What are you thinking about, dude? Anyway. I'm back. What's up? Back. My punch would definitely not have knocked him out. Even if it's 4 times a week, I know for a fact I would not have. Knocking off here. Hardcore. Yeah. Ooh, kills with the poison! I'm a lost. Crit him! That's so lame, man. Houndoom just straight up won. Good game. Houndoom legitimately devoured this dude. Actually, Fire Blast, Dark. It wasn't even Cobra. Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse. I ought to click my Solar Beam too. I want to save my Solar Beam just in case it was Cobra on Jellison. Oh well, we're in it there. Double loss. Still a good game. Just man, like even being at 34%, it was at 34%, right? So like Fire Blast was always the better play. Even if this did do 33, I still think Fire Blast was always the better play. Because you don't know if he actually wasn't running any split def or anything like that. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on Houndoom. I think that thing needs to hit its attacks. Otherwise, what's happening? But yeah, I'll see you guys. Goodbye, my friends.